you guys know why we're here. We're here to talk about the Golden State Warriors versus the Sacramento Kings, the 3 seed versus the 6 seed, first round of the playoffs. Looking at it, you can look at it and be like, oh, this is the matchup the Warriors wanted. This is what everybody wanted, you know. If the Clippers could face Sacramento, they would have, and they could have. They definitely could have tanked and try to get that 6 seed, you know, because I know the betting odds right now, I think, has the Warriors minus 300, meaning they're the favorite going into this series, even though they're a 6 seed. And, you know, obviously you got the names Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and then not many people are really paying attention to what Sacramento has done this year because, you know, 2 All-Stars, Domantas, Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox having an amazing year. When it comes to offensive rating, #1 offensive rating of all time. I mean, look at it how you want to look at it. You know, they're scoring 118.6 points per 100 possessions. Warriors have, I mean, both teams, Kings especially, Warriors and Kings, high octane offenses. You know, these are 2 teams that really have just been more so offensive teams and haven't really shown consistency of an elite defense. You know, Warriors 10th in offensive rating. Defensive rating wise, they're middle of the pack at 14th. Kings, like I said, first in offensive rating and have, you know, the highest of all time in terms of points per 100 possessions. And defensive rating, 24th in the league. You know, the Kings do not play defense, so this is going to be a fun series. No doubt about it. It's going to be a lot of offense. So we're going to have high scoring games. And going into these playoffs, you know, especially when you're playing a team, you know, maximum 7 games, you're going into detail, watching more film, doing more scout. So maybe the defense tightens up. I don't know. But anyways, we have 2 great offenses. But when we look at the matchups, Kings, Warriors, 3-1 is in favor of the Warriors. I don't want to really count that last game that happened this month because, like I said, they sat Domantas Sabonis, they sat De'Aaron Fox, they sat their best players. But before that, the Warriors were 2-1. The last time they played was November 13th, I believe. So it was a while back. And if we look at those games, we look at some notable stats during this 4-game series. Stephen Curry's averaging 33 points, 6.5 rebounds, 5 assists on great efficiency. 58.4% from the field, 50% from 3, and 92% from the free throw line. Basically 60, 50, 92 splits. So Stephen Curry is really getting what he wants against this Kings team. Like I said, this Kings team does not play defense, you know. They don't have any notable defenders. De'Aaron Fox, not really that guy. Domantas Sabonis, you know, doesn't give you much rim protection. So it's going to be interesting to see how Steph, Draymond, Jordan Poole, how they go about attacking this team, especially in the pick and roll. You know, they're gonna put I would think that they're gonna put Domantas Sabonis in a lot of pick and rolls. You know, try to get him on switches. The playoffs is all about matchups and see how they defend that. I don't want to say stop or even slow down, but we're gonna see how the Kings are gonna guard Steph Curry. Another notable thing too with this Warriors team, like I said, consistency. How are they gonna be? Because throughout the year, inconsistent. And a lot of that is due to the inconsistent lineups. But one thing that is important to know is that Andrew Wiggins is coming back. You know, he's going to be back in his playoffs. He's been gone for a while. When we look at their 4-man lineup of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Andrew Wiggins, only 27 games between the 4. But when they do play, they're one of the best lineups in the league. You know, when we look at the offensive rating of that lineup, 120 points per 100 possessions, which would be considered first amongst the whole league. And defensive rating, 108.5 points per 100 possessions, which would be first as well amongst the whole league. So if we see that lineup consistently, I mean, I would think so, you know, at full health, you know, it's something that we didn't see a lot this year. And when we did see it, it was great. So question is just the bench, you know, what is the bench identity going to be? How are they going to look? Are they going to be consistent? Because when we look at playoff runs, especially like the Warriors, role players, bench players, they're very important. You need those guys to step up, to be consistent, you know, to make big shots, to make high IQ plays. You know, we look at the Warriors last year, Otto Porter, GP2, he's back though now. This bench, you know, young, you got Jordan Poole. Yes, he's averaging 20 for the year, but Warrior fans, you know, I can attest to it. It's been tough, you know. He's he has some great games. He has some bad games. You know, it's the highs and lows that come with Jordan Poole. How he's gonna look during this playoff run, you know, especially on the defensive end, because Jordan Poole is going to be that guy. He is going to be targeted every possession. So how is he going to look on the defensive end? You know, is he going to be serviceable? Jonathan Kuminga, still young, you know, loving what he's been doing, but it's the playoffs now. You know, how is he going to perform when the lights are shining brightest? You know, how will he be? He's going to be very important. A big piece, I think, during this series. A big piece. GP2, he will be that main focal point, I believe, on the defensive end, guarding De'Aaron Fox. Try to slow him down, because De'Aaron Fox having a great year, you know. Like I said, all-star and possibility of making an all-NBA team. So GP2 is going to be very important. How will this bench be? Will they be consistent during this playoff run? We'll see. Now on to Sacramento. Like I said, Domantas, Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, one of the best 1-2 punches in the league, if not the best, to be honest, in terms of offense. Domantas, Sabonis during this 4-game series between the Warriors, averaging 21.3 points, 16.7 rebounds, 6 assists. How are the Warriors going to stop him, especially on the glass? Like I said, 16.7 rebounds per game against the Warriors. How can the Warriors limit those second chance opportunities? Because he's been giving it to them. And how will the Warriors stop or slow down the Kings offensively, especially with the DHOs? How are they going to guard? That's something I'm interested in. Are they just going to have their guards fight through? Or if they do switch, especially because Domantas Sabonis, Kevin Huerter, they're one of the best, if not the best, DHO duo. If you have Jordan Poole or someone guarding Kevin Huerter and he's coming off a DHO, are you going to make him fight through it with a chance that Kevin Huerter might get through, knock down a 3, or you're going to switch it, and then you risk Domantas Sabonis slipping, rolling, and you give him that, you know, they get that dump down to him. So how will they guard that? That's what I'm interested in. I would think that, you know, because Domantas Sabonis, in terms of the offense, he kind of plays that Draymond role. Mike Brown implements a lot of that Warrior offense with the Kings. So kind of plays that Draymond role where he will bring up the ball. He will be, you know, people will gravitate around him, kind of thing, you know, orbit around him. I'm kind of getting scientific on here, but people run around him, try to go DHOs around him, use him as a screener. So how will the Warriors guard him? And De'Aaron Fox, you know, how will they slow him down? I think, you know, even though they put Draymond, they put a good defender on him, Andrew Wiggins too. During these 4 games, or not 4 games, these 3 games that he did play, he was getting to his spots regardless, getting to the rim, getting to his mid-range. You know, he's fast, he's explosive. You know, he's been deadly this year. You know, the clutchest player in the league too as well. You know, no arguments, no doubt, gonna get that clutch player of the year. And then just like X-Factors, especially for the Kings, I would think Keegan Murray, you know, had a good year as a rookie. Gonna make an all-rookie team, or, you know, having one of the best 3-point rookie seasons of all time. But will he step up? You know, is he ready for the playoffs? You know, he started out strong, then had like a little rookie wall that he had to go through, and then started picking up again. Is he going to be able to, you know, give you some big offensive games for you? Is he going to be able to guard for you? That's the one thing with the Kings, is that, you know, a big part of why their defense is not elite is that they don't really have that premier athletic 3-and-D player. Like the Warriors, they would do, when they do face those type of guys, they have problems with that. And with this Kings team, they do not have that guy. So the Warriors might expose that. You know, the best option or best fit in terms of a 3-and-D player is Harrison Barnes. But Harrison Barnes is not really known for that. You know, he'll give you solid defense. You know, Mr. Reliable will give you solid offense, but he's not that crazy athletic, lengthy 3-and-D player that you would like. So, they don't really have that defensive stopper on their team. You know, with the Warriors, obviously, we know about the road struggles, going 11-30 on the road, being 28th in defensive rating in road games. So, are they gonna, like, it's just weird, you know, like home games, they're one of the best home teams, but road is just a completely different team. So I don't know, are they gonna sharpen up? You know, I think the Warriors, you know, watching 90% of their games this year, they have formed a lot of bad habits, a lot of turnovers. I believe they lead the league in turnovers. You know, they foul a lot too. So, but yeah, that's all I have for you guys in this video. If you guys enjoy, hit that like, subscribe, comment what you guys think. Kings, Warriors, and why. Leave that down below. But like I always say in my videos, My first name's Emilio, but my middle name's Lawrence, and I like hoops. If you like hoops too, subscribe to it too. Until next time, peace. Yeah, and I probably just left out the most important part of the video, my prediction. Warriors in 6.